just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. Everything I needed. Never thought I'd meet someone like you. You know you are the reason why I feel like I can fly. Thinking about you day and night. I love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. I wanna hug your head, you're everything that I desire. Every time we touch, we get set the world on fire, world on fire. I wanna hug your head, you're everything that I desire, I desire. Every time we touch, we get set the world on fire, world on fire. I just wanna look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. I wanna hug your head, you're everything that I desire. Every time we touch, we get set the world on fire, world on fire. I wanna hug your head, you're everything that I desire, I desire. Every time we touch, we get set the world on fire, world on fire.
People from all walks of life on the train like cold smashed ice. Vagabonds and marriages that's gone wrong. Glory, death, and coffee shops. TV categories called reality. Polluted nature by corrupt ministries. We're all passengers. Let loose on the train. Have fun, don't stay sane. It's a part of the game. Oh, ha. That rumbling sound. In every building, a gamer and a drunk. Green parks with shitting dogs. Hey policeman, I'm in 3 modern families. Faster, slower, shades on, hit the gas. High, lower, get into the control room. Don't get older. We're all passengers. We're toxic containers. Let loose on the train. Have fun, don't stay sane. It's a part of the game. Ooh, ha, ooh, ha.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
That rumbling sound. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane and I am your conductor this evening. As we take a look at the charts and take a look at our bags, our portfolios, our accounts. Tell me you're not happy. You should be happy. If you've been hanging out on this channel, you should be happy. We're going to go over some wild and crazy things tonight. It's a Bitcoin, it's a being wild and crazy. Bitcoin just wanted to pop up there. Have we ever seen anything like this before? That just looks crazy, like this triangle rising wedge pattern. Oh my God, no. Could it be? Just like what we saw back here 3 years ago. So far so good, right? Can't complain. Looks incredibly, shall we say, similar. Looks like a copycat. What, you had no originality? You had to go repeat 3 years ago? I ain't complaining though, I liked it. Personally, Bitcoin, I think you could do better. I think you learned so much from this move that you could make this, you know, that was just your practice jump. This time I think you could probably go much, much higher if you just apply yourself. And I think that now you're so much more seasoned that you will, boy. You will, my boy, you will. What is up with my chatty people, man? My mic is on, right? Hey, one hitter quitter is in the house. Where's it going, one hitter? Strager's there, my main man. Sup, Road Dogg? How about that Kadena and Flux? You know, I was looking at them today, actually, checking out Flux. Kadena, I've got piled away on the wallet, and I thought I was doing some kind of farming with CADX, but I've got to check in on that. Man, that's been a while. Kadena. It is about time, girl. Honey. Whew. I was about to give up on you. Not really, but you know, cause you know, we in this together and everything, but I'm glad to see that you coming out of your little hidey hole right there. Starting to break some higher levels here. Kadena, you were hanging out at 74 cents. That is so much better than where you were down at 60, isn't it? Yeah. And here on the daily, what I like so much about you is that now you got your official. It is official. Your buy signal's here. Saying it's time for Kadena to see her dazed. I've got a target up here about 86, almost 87 cents, but is that good enough? Not if you've been in this one for a while. I mean, if you just in and out doing a cheap trade, something like that, that might be good enough for you. It's a nice little move there, even from where we're at, 18%, 16%, why not? But I'm looking at this $1.16 area up here. That's also a nice measure move. And from where we are, that's another 56% gains. And from where we were, we're talking about when Kadena finally does break out of this wedge to get to that target. That's a nice 130% return on investment. That is my gameplay on this one. Well, really not my gameplay because I've been DCAing in this one for a while. So I'm glad to see her do something for a change personally. Kadena is one of my long-term holdbacks. Now, to fully appreciate Kadena, I think you have to zoom out on these charts and just see well, where she came from, how much she has fallen. I know, like a problem child or something crazy, right? Kadena was up at $9.66 on the Binance chart here when she started out. Came down to 6, flipped around close to 8 again, and then she just kept dropping. So boom, baby, dropped down to $1.50, held that for a while. So we're headed back to that area, but eventually we've got to come up to this $2.20 area. Now that's what I'm looking forward to. I like that. But once that area has been addressed, price gets through all these areas on these longer term holds. This is my long term look for Kadena. Price will come up to that area, 220. Retest that area, and then we can make a pretty nice strong move, possibly a quick move, a quick down. We have a quick up, maybe up to $6.30 area. How's that sound? Yeah, that's the Kadena that I want to know and love. Come on, Kadena, show me a little love. What says you on my indicators here on the daily for Kadena? She's looking good. We're on the weekly right now, and you can see that that's where we wicked up to and got rejected off of. However, we're still above the 9-moving average on the weekly, and that's pretty dang good for Kadena. I likes it. She's got more upside. And as I said, she may have to deal with a little of a pullback. It would suck to go back to 56 cents. Don't think that's what she's going to do. We're going to drop over here to the 3-day, see how it's doing. 3-day, we're also above that 9-moving average. All of our little moving averages are crossing very nicely here, and we are breaking above the 100. Now that gives me hope for 86, 87 cents coming in our way. Kadena's already cleared this level at 70 cents, so they got it out of the way. This area right here, where our target is, that's also going to be a little hiccup area. So I would like to point out that $1.16. Well, that moving average is corresponding over here with this 3-day 200 moving average. Ooh, that's spicy. Could that be an incentive to get us up there? Could that be the confluence that we need to reach that target instead? Could there be a trade here? I guess there could be if you're getting in here, but this juicy 70-cent area, you could put a nice little tight stop loss there. And shooting for that 100, or that one. And shooting for that $1.16 area could get you a nice 60, almost a 65% return on that trade. I think that's nice and juicy. I like that, Kadena. And so, Kadena, we're going to take a little snapshot of you. We're going to post you right over here in our trade setups, because I like what I see there. So Kadena on, oh my gosh, I'm on 3-day. Post that guy there quickly. Not much explanation. That's why they need to tune into the streams. That's where all the details are. So I like what I'm seeing here, man. I like what I'm seeing everywhere. Especially right there on the daily with that golden cross. That's the big thing. That's the official buy signal. Now you can also look at this way. You know, we got a bull pennant. That kind of thing going on. It's also a measure move from that little guy. Takes us right up here to, let's go just move this little guy up there, since we got a breakout. 89.3 cents. And we're currently sitting at 74. So for, I don't know if this is on perpetuals or not. If it is, there's a little leeway there, a little risky because you're buying to the upside. Looking on the smaller time frames like the 4-hour. Breakout from that wedge there. The 1 hour is looking interesting. We're actually getting a little stair steps of highs and lows, going a little bit parabolic there. Hopefully that's what we're hoping for. So we're looking for this trend line here to hold, and it's struggling with it right now. Got to see how that one rolls. I find that interesting here too. I'm going to look at it as this channel there. Kadena. If you ain't in it, you might want to be in it. For those of you that may or may not know, Kadena's trading at 74 cents, almost 75 cents. Its maximum supply is 1 billion. Circulating supply is 255 million. Market cap is still in the small, low area, 190 million. I think we could add, you know, could you add another zero? Quite possibly. Kadeno's all-time high was $27.64, and that was 2 years ago. Kadena, can you do that again? Can you go to $27.74? That would make me a very, very, very happy man. Getting in at 74 cents seems like a bargain at these prices. All right, so for further upside, I think Kadena is a winner. Going to throw that one out there. Shout out to One Hit Aquita for bringing that one up. Let us take a look at that one tonight. After this, let's take a look at Flux. They kind of go together, hand in hand there, like peanut butter and jelly. Now, Flux has also got that little jiggly buy signal right here. Like that. That's a good sign. Doesn't necessarily mean buy now, but it means buy the next chance you get. And that occurred, and we did have a little drop, so, you know, it may be buy now. So we looked at Flux before. We had it in this nice, juicy little buy zone that it decided to defy and come down to about 30 cents. How dare you? Because I was, you know, thinking maybe 40 would kind of stick with you, but no. That did not happen, but clearly you did your turnaround. You're doing good. You made it past your key levels here, Flux. We pull a Fibonacci from swing high to swing low there, and we can see that you got past the area that you needed to, had a little struggle, you retested it. Let's blow it up here so we can see it all nice and pretty. That's what we want to see right there, and now we're testing this 382 Fibonacci area, trying to do the same thing. We cleared that. We got a pretty good straight-in shot coming up to 81.7 cents right there in that area. And that might be where we get rejected. That is going to be an area that there could be a lot of sell pressure. People wanting to get out of this with some profit. Might see that there. If so, it's okay. It's okay. But if we get mega bullish, we may even ease on up to 94 cents. That would be my next target anyway. And hopefully up to $1.12, $1.35 for Flux would be a good target to shoot for. For a longer term trade, midterm hold, something like that, that would be beautiful for Flux. But I see it doing a very nice triple bottom scenario there, reclaiming the areas that it needs to. And our indicators here on the daily just look very nice and very beautiful for more upside. Now, if you wanted to, we could look at this also. It's not as pretty here at all on this 4-hour chart, but it did flag out, and if you can see that right here. So therefore, there is also a measured move from that little guy. Where does that come in? That is at 73 cents right there. Dang it, I did the wrong one. And so that is one other little nice target that we can actually shoot for there with Flux. I likes it. I likes it. It's got more upside ahead of it, as a lot of them do. Most of that being thanks to Total 3. Us moving up from 405 billion. We're currently sitting at 430, headed toward 451 billion, and hopefully even more than that. While we're here on this chart, let's take a look over to the left and just notice also that Bitcoin dominance is also kind of skyrocketing too. That's normally not great for us. Right now, crypto is becoming a thing. I find it kind of interesting because we're also seeing the dollar come back up and retest this area over here, that line. Now, it cannot break above it. We do not need to see that. That will not be good for us. So, we need to see total dollar rejection right there. We need to see that dollar start coming down this way. And notice over here, over to the right, this is Tether dominance. Tether stablecoin is also coming down. Now it's about to reach a point to where it could switch around and turn the other way. I'm curious to see how that will play out because it's reaching the bottom parts of those patterns right there. That's why we keep up with these little metrics to kind of help us navigate this market and get a feel for where things are going. And man, look at that. Bitcoin dominance has made a new high. 54. We're slowly headed up there towards 60, I believe. And hopefully it's taking our altcoins with it, but it could put a hindrance in altcoins now as Bitcoin starts stealing the show. I think we need to take a quick look over here at Total 3, just on the big picture. Let's look at this guy on the weekly. So we're having a hiccup up here at this 100 moving average on the weekly. That's this Y one right there. Not the greatest if it crosses negatively over the 200. Not the greatest thing to see, but we've also got our other moving averages right behind our 200. Prices above the 200. That's the most important thing. We want to see that. Maintaining above, again, this 405 level there. Let's come down to the 3-day here on Total 3. And here you can see the nice bounce off that headed up. So we do have some more upward action here, but I do believe that 448 up to 454, right in that area, we will probably might see a little more rejection at that point. We'll just have to take it day by day. But right now our backs are pumping, man. Those backs are pumping. But you may have noticed that like on your exchange, like Mexi or KuCoin or Bitmart, BitUnix, wherever you may have your exchange, it likes to show your amount. And sometimes, you know, you'll get a dollar amount and often you'll get a Bitcoin amount, right? And you may have noticed that, well, your Bitcoin amount started going up and looking good, or your Bitcoin value, but now it's trailed back quite a bit, right? That's because the dominance has been taken off over here, right there. That's why that is. So Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins, basically is what that means. We'll take a look over here at token metrics, go to the, suppose we go to market. Let's all go to market. Ooh, our bullish signal is up to 91%, and people are getting very bullish. I think we're seeing a lot of institutional FOMO starting to rear its little interesting head, which is what gave us that big rise up in Bitcoin last time with Michael Saylor buying Bitcoin, stepping his foot out there. God bless Michael Saylor. And God bless each and every one of you here tonight too. Now notice over here on Bitcoin versus altcoin season, we're just right smack dab in the middle. It was nice. We took a heyday. We were here before and it was looking good and we liked it. Remember, we liked it. And it was up here, it was like, man, I should probably take a little bit more profit right now. But when you got down here, he was like, man, I really should have took that profit. That's the way it goes. Right now, we're starting to get into our profit-taking scenarios. Starting to head slowly up to altcoin season. Now, are we ready for altcoin season now? No, but I think we're getting a nice little bump up here. Now, we could see several $1 billion come in rather quickly. But this is what a real altcoin season looks like right here. Yeah, we're just getting started, baby. We just getting started. But it is kind of a slow ride. But I will tell you, with this quick move, with this move down here, there's just nothing holding us. It was just drop, right? Well, we can go back up almost as quickly as we fell down, because there's just not that resistance to hold us back with price action. So that's in our favor for these altcoin bags that we have that seem like maybe they're not moving yet. I've been going through and cutting some losers here and feeding some of the winners. Pulling some things around here. Guys, coming back to the chat over here, see what you guys. We got Alan Barrero. Hey, welcome to the show. Unilateral or unilayer, is that it? Unilayer. That one's been a minute. She's down right now, isn't she? Oh, goodness gracious. When was I doing this? That's way too many lines. Oh, she's definitely in bottom territory. So we're in this range. The only bad thing that I've got here, man, is that I'm not liking the way not only price but the moving averages have gotten rejected right beneath this 200 one. I don't know anything about this project, but the moving averages are not looking that hot. And I would say this on any coin that you're on, you want to see it above the 9 moving average, especially on the bigger time frames, the weekly, 3-day, especially looking for the daily. We want to see it get above it on the daily. Now, is it ready to do it? The daily's looking a little bit more positive than what I was seeing over here on the 3-day. But I'm not crazy about what I'm seeing right here and this coming down, and that's going to end up crossing. This means that it's going to end up coming back down to about like 4.1 cents, or could. Just on these bigger time frames here, and your MACD is also, yeah, it's just now getting started there too. So I don't see anything happening upside major for this one for at least a couple more weeks, or maybe another week. Oh, this is the 3-day, right? Oh, I would give this one a week to a week and a half. It's got to work out some stuff over here on this bigger time frame. Let's check out the 4 hour. 4 hours getting rejected here. Okay. The daily was starting to look a little interesting. The 4 hours just confirming, man. It's just now crossing down over the 200. So yeah, it's got to come down a little bit and play right now. So it may be a good time to build in a position. Maybe a DCA would be the smartest approach to this one if you're really looking for it, because it's definitely in DCA territory. But 0.0041. Let's take a look at the tokenomics on that one. I'm familiar with this one roughly. I just can't remember anything about it. It seems like it was like an exchange front end or something. So maximum supply is 40 million. I mean, I like that. Circulating supply is 26. The market cap is tiny at 1.3 million. Tiny. All-time high was $3.96. So figure this one being at 5 cents, getting to $3. Not bad. I mean, it's you can see the appeal in it. I would say the things to do would be to. There's nothing there. I like to see that they're doing stuff. So they've got an app available for your phone. Experience lightning fast trades on a secure and intuitive platform. Take advantage of advanced tools and seize every opportunity in the crypto market with Unilayer, your one-stop DeFi powerhouse. So, I mean, kind of cool. Unleash your trading potential with Unilayer. Since 2020, been delivering powerful decentralized trading tools. You got Pro mode, Basic mode, what is these? Dex Aggregator, Launchpad, Advanced Trading Tools. This is Pro mode, and features for experienced traders. Oh, you get to pick whichever one you want to go. They got Invest Launchpad. Trading pairs, are we limited? Is that what it is? Oh, trending pairs. I guess that's important. We are live on Arbitrum. Well, that's cool. So interesting. I thought it was taking me somewhere else. Interesting play. Definitely at a bottom. You saw the highs it can get up to. I mean, it may take it a while to actually play out, but I'm not saying it's a bad play. They've actually got a working thing. I wish they would share GitHub information, but a lot of that is proprietary. So not decentralized so much. Nice one to accumulate. That one's worth adding to our watch list here, I believe. All right, I appreciate that one. Alan Barrero says, I am from Argentina. Hey, man. Glad to have you here. R3A says, please do a review on Mask token. Mask? All right, let's take a look at Mask. Mask Network. Mask Network is currently trading at $3.79. Maximum supply for this coin is 100 million. Nice. 82% of that is out in circulating supply, according to CoinGecko, and that is 82 million. Market cap on this is still in the kind of smallish area. It's decent. $300 million market cap. And let's just say it's mid. Could we add a zero? Well, that's a little wishful in my personal opinion, but maybe. I don't know. It's done it before. It may be able to do it again. All-time high for Mask was $41.45. So that was 3 years ago. Maybe it possibly can. Maybe Mask can. Mask.io, your portal to the new open internet. Well, that's kind of cool. What is Mask Network? Brings privacy and benefits from Web3 to social media like Facebook and Twitter with an open source browser extension. So we're using a browser extension. Interesting there. Let's take a look at what we've got on this chart here at Mask Network. I was hoping to see it come down to a juicy buy zone, which it never made it down there. So screw that idea, right? But that's a good thing because that just means it's more bullish after breaking this trend line, which was a big trend line to break. Not one we wanted to see break, but we can just get this stuff out of here and start focusing on what's going on currently, which is a nice breakout here. And then now we've consolidated above the 618 Fibonacci level. Very juicy. Having established that, we can now pull a fib from the swing high down to this swing low. Now we can target this 618 coming in at $5.28. After getting over $4.08, which is the hurdle before us at the moment with Mask. But if, and only if, Mask can. If and only if and only when Mask can get above that price at $4.03, it does have a great shot to run up to $5.26 and possibly up to $6.14. It could happen, ladies and gentlemen. Now, currently, if you're looking at Mask, you can see that we broke out from a bear flag. We broke out from a bull flag. And that bull flag looks kind of nice and yummy to me, as it does have a measured move here. Let's just go ahead and draw that little pennant out. For an immediate trade, that could be the measure move we are looking for, coming in at $4.94. So that makes a nice little short-term yum target for Mask. Again, the biggest thing that I want to see is for us to clear this area right here. $4.06, $4.08. Got to see it get up above there. Then I'm actually looking for higher prices. So personally, I kind of like this idea for a trade setup. Now, coming up to the 618 is a 30% move. But buying here at this area at $4.08, right there. Let's make you green. Enables you to put a nice stop loss below that line, because hey, if we start breaking back below that, well, this trade setup is null and void, and therefore no more good. No need to be in it. But coming up to 532 would give you a 30% gain. But I like this target right here. Almost a 50% gain. About 8.5 to 1 risk reward ratio with a 5.8% stop loss. Neatly underneath this trend line. We're buying the breakout, remember, the bounce off this line. I like that for a nice little juicy trade setup. And some of the positive things that I do want to bring to your attention, why I do like this trade setup, is that we got the 50 moving average crossing over the 200 right now, the day of this video. And that is your buy signal, which means if you're not buying now, buy the next pullback, because maybe I'm ready to do something. The day has come. It's time for me to go up. This is Mask Network, ladies and gentlemen. I've got it headed to $5.28 and $6.13. And that's just the short term. One Hitter Quitter says, Road Dog, don't miss out on Cyber Arena CAT. Let's check out CAT Cyber Arena. I don't, oh, there you are. Cyber Arena, a new one to me. Thank you, One Hitter Quitter, for bringing this one up. We're looking at 5 billion maximum supply, 817.5 million out there. So a little less than 20% out there. Small market cap, 1.855. So these are at the juicy ranges to look at taking a risk. If you are a degen, this coin might be one for you to look at. Let's take a look at its current price history. 3 days ago, it got its all-time high, so, and it's down 46% from that. So interesting. We've got some GitHub. I like having GitHub. GitHub, always good to see for a project when they've got something. We got True Rock's Core. Interesting. It's been a little while since they've done anything here. Oh, right here is the most recent one right here. Pyroscope. Ooh, that was a way old one. I'd like to see that they're working and doing something on GitHub, but this is on Binance Smart Chain, it looks like. Let's go to Cyber Arena. Let's check this little guy out. Cyber Arena Metaverse, world's first interactive AR and VR battle metaverse powered by Doge. Willie? You're powered by Doge? Download for Android. Play directly by a browser. Download from App Store. That looks cool. Okay, so we got a game thing. Cyber Arena is powered by BNB and Doge, supported by DAO Doge Chain. I'm not really seeing Dogecoin. Are we really talking about Doge Chain? We got $ Doge there. So we got game modes. Okay, looks kind of cool. in-game in-game cat token utility. Gives you some perks there. Okay, interesting. So may have to do a little deep diving to see, what the token actually does. It's got a light paper here to check out some things like that in the project overview. But this is the hot market right now, is definitely the gaming coins. So Cyber Arena, this one is available. Where are you available, Cyber Arena? Available on PancakeSwap, Bybit, Mexi, AIO, so you can get it on the DEX PancakeSwap. Let's see if it trading views. Cyber Arena, Mexi. So Cyber Arena Mexi chart right here. It went flat for a long time. I can't even count that low. 0.0005 cents. You're at 0.0022 right now. Very tiny. Remember, this one had a very, very small market cap. So very, very juicy prizes. Let me throw this out here. What happens is this is like at the point, like this is where you throw $50 into something and it turns into something kind of big. Because imagine if it adds 2 more zeros there. You could turn $50 into a 5,000. I'm not saying that it will happen, but I mean, you can at these levels of the game. And it looked like it was a nice privilege. I mean, you have to do your due diligence on this. And gaming coins are not my forte, although I am in several of them. This is what I do like about Cyber Arena Cat right now. Swing high, the swing low, and the Fibonacci after this big pump up. And that was a massive pump from where it was. This thing went up in 5x'd in 1 4-hour period. So that's the kind of liquidity kind of issue things you got going on here that you can see play out. So nice. Now, what I like about it is that we are above the 236 area right there. We've not only that, we flagged above it and we're staying above it. So that tells me that we are headed back up to this area here, the golden Fibonacci, and possibly that 786. Let's just go ahead and say that 886 area, because that's where she tried to go before. Oh, and while I'm here, I can't help it. I gotta mark that one. All right, so personally, I think this makes a good trade. That could be your moon bag just right there. Getting in at these low areas, 0.0021, you're at 0.00229. What is a few fractions of a penny among friends? You could have almost a 100% return just to the Fibonacci area, which it blasted through before. So you could moonbag this project if you're quick on PancakeSwap, but you could do it on Mexi or Gate.io, the other exchanges that have it with limit orders, conditional orders, and whatnot. You could do that, but 146% when it comes up to 0.00501. So and I think that's another decent target. Let's see if it's got anything crazy. Oh, that takes us up to here. I want to take that as confluence. That would be a sweet trade right there. If you got this guy to go all the way up to 0.0077, that is one of the magical Fibonacci lines. That would be the higher high from where it was over here back in October. If it's going to do anything, it's probably going to try to do that to make its higher high. I like that. That's 287% return on investment, and it could happen kind of quickly, the way that this one likes to spike up. So just an interesting find right there. Let's throw a few more of these price labels out there. I like that one. All right, so we got some targets identified right there. Breakout target pretty much right the area where it is. She has stayed above this Fibonacci area right here. That was the whole thing about this. And she's holding it, so I think she makes a nice little trade there. I'm going to go ahead and copy this one. And that was one hit of Quitta that mentioned this one. Shout out to One Hitter. That's a nice setup. Cat, this is Cyber Arena. And we're on what, the 4 hour. All right, throw that one out there. Oh, we got Haven in here. We got Moonlight Supernova. Hey, welcome, guys. Grimmer. How's it going, Grimmer? Does the earlier time frame work out better? So, Cat, I like Cat. I like what it's doing right there. Here's one called Real IO. Came down in this juicy little buy zone that we had right here, about 54 cents up to 58, 59 cents was the area that we were looking for it. Put an alert there to let me know about it, because I wanted to see if it would come down and touch this trend line before it headed back up, which it didn't, which is bullish. It headed back up anyway. Real IO here on the 4 hour. It's made a nice little channel there. One might say it could be treated as a flag. They could give us a very nice measured move up to $1.14. Now I likes that myself. I likes it from down here, because now that we got that established, if you are in Rio, you got in at those levels, that'd be about a 90% move. However, if you're not, there might be a little pullback, and you could definitely play that. You would need to come down on the smaller time frames. 1 hour could give you a hint, and you might get a pullback down to this 21 moving average, maybe a little under, right where we broke out of. That's basically how this works. About 68 cents would be a good place to get in on this little guy. So we're going to put this little guy right there about 68 cents. You can put a nice little juicy stop loss underneath that 21, 10%. And that's a 68% return on investment. Just at this level, I expect it to go a lot higher than this. But for a shorter term play, that works. It's a 6.43 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Right here on Rio, which is riding high above the 200 moving average, riding above the 9, reclaiming territory right there, getting ready to make a nice move to the upside. My personal opinion here, as she is going into price discovery for Rio. Go to copy this guy and put him over there too. All right, so we got Rio over there. There are some that we need to take a look at really quick here that have been popping off. What do you guys think about Big Time? You guys been in on Big Time? Because it went up right to $1. Now she's starting to get rejected. So the question is it time for us to come back? And it may be time for you to come back home, baby. Let's take a closer look here and see what we got. Not broken this trend line yet, so you still got that. You couldn't pull this one off, but that's not good. So you're going to slam down to the bottom of this one. I'm looking for about 72 cents for Big Time, and that may not hold. We may be coming back down to, these 56 cent areas there. Really would like to see that hold though. So the signs are saying, yeah, she's finally getting her cross here, and she hasn't really had a cross yet of that. The 9 over the 21, we're on the 1 hour chart here. Coming down to retest this 50, it's going to be about 70, 71 cents there. We may see the lower areas out of Big Time. It may be time for that. I mean, if it's headed for the 100, it's probably going to be headed for the 200 before long. So keep your eyes on that one. I think the party may be over there where our bearish divergence, we got 3 points of that, right? Right here, this up, that one, and that one. That's 2 technically, right? I count the humps though. And this one. Okay, that would be 3. So for this move, we got 3 little instances of bearish divergence there. That's usually when it kicks in on that third one. But she may have a surprise for us. Keep up with Big Time. Currently in a short on Big Time. Over here on Bet the Unix. No, I'm not. I guess did I get stopped out of it? Wow, crap. Well, Big Time, I'm not hating on it because, it helped me get this account from, just a little over $100 up to, where are we at? $772. So our Big Time, it was mostly big time in, Bitcoin. So Big Time's looking good, but a little iffy. I want to see if this trend line holds. If it holds, we might have a shot, but I can't, She may not hold. Don't be disappointed if it doesn't hold. All right, some other ones have been pumping off and making some money for me on perpetuals has been ordinals or ordi. And who's got this one? Who's got the best chart on this one? Binance. Yeah. And man, do I feel like an idiot for not keeping my $8 ordi when it's sitting at $62. I'm sitting there at 20 saying, man, kind of high. 30, I'm saying, dang, you really high. It's going to 40, then 53, and then now 60. The deal with ordinals, though, you know, there's a limited availability. It's a new thing. So, I mean, are we missing something? So I have no ordinals, and I mean, is that one that I need? I mean, is that one that you're going to look back and say, damn, man, you should have bought that $50 ordi? Because there are, again, only 21 million. All in circulating supply. This is basically Bitcoin all over again. Look at this market cap. Do you think it could add a zero? Do you think it could go to 10 billion? That's interesting. I mean, if it adds a zero there, $60, not that bad. Not that I'm saying buy now or anything. I'm just saying it just keeps going up, steadily up and up and up, and definitely going slowly parabolic. I wouldn't say slowly. That's a pretty good move. But price discovery right now, how much is Ordi really, really worth? And she should get a retracement at some point when she finally figures out what her top is, but I'm not convinced that she's found her top just yet. But to pull back to $42, yeah, I think I would look at that. Right now, I think she's got something evil on her mind. She's got a trick up her sleeve. What are you doing, Ordi? What are you doing, Ordi? I see that curve. That curve is sexy. I see that. You're trying to flip this line. You're trying to do this on the sly. That subtle curve. This is why we like. This is why she is so sexy. No, she's got the curves in the right places. The old day, she wants to go up all the time. She wants to go up all night long. She wear me out. How she just wants to keep going and going. Never giving me a chance to catch my breath. She just keeps wanting to go. She has a lot to handle, my friend. Lot to handle. Ori. Not only is Ordi feeling excited and getting aroused, but STX, that Stexy coin, that coin of stackiness, stacky. So I gotta zoom all the freak back on this one. Let's just go to the daily, man. You already blasted through my 8 and 9 cent, respectable target there. You said, Road Dog, do you not know who I am? I'm XTX, dang it. Respect me. I do apologize, STX. I did not recognize your authority. She is blasted all the way up to that 886 retracement. So is there any wonder that $1.54 may be coming? That's the new higher high there for stacks, maybe even higher. Dare I say 167 possible? Ooh. Now that would be juicy. However, hitting that 886, I would think that maybe it's about time for you to get a little retracement, isn't it? Don't you need to do a little pullback, take a little breather? But I don't know if she's going to do it now. It's this 236 area. If we don't come down below it, where it is meeting this 9 moving average, we're talking about $1.09 in that area. If it can stay above that, there may be a nice, bigger, quicker move out of stacks as it does a flag and, of course, takes that measured move. Is that what you're trying to do, stacks? You trying to bull flag on us? By all means, you do you. A lot of other people are doing this too. And that is taking you right up here to this area, about $1.60 for a measured move on a possible bull flag pattern. Here on the smaller time frame of the 1 hour for Stackalacus. Does it like it? Stack it like you like it. You got to like it before you stack it. So a nice little breakout would be a decent little setup, about 36% gains right there. You put a nice little tight stop loss underneath these candles there. That's 4.8%. I love that, because if you make a lower low, baby, I'm afraid going up is probably not in your cards. But if you stay right there, right where you are, Stacks, and do that nice little breakout, let us get in at about $1.18 somewhere through there on that breakout. That might be nice. A nice 8-to-1 risk to reward ratio out of Stacks on the 1 hour. I'm gonna come over here and throw that one there. STX. So that's a shorter term, more like a scalp. Haven says as AIOZ bouncing. That one was doing pretty nice today. It's on my list here too. Don't know that I'm going to get all these done. AIOZ is, let's go with KuCoin. Yeah, nice, darling, nice. I like what I'm seeing there. Get that 200 back, baby. Do it, do it. You know you want it. You know you want to. Let your hair down. Go ahead, darling. She's underneath the 9 moving average on the daily, though. I'm not liking that. And our MACD is flirting with crossing bearish here shortly. So we've got some bearish signs going on the bigger time frames. And getting a pullback back to this 9 moving average because price is so far away from it, from the big pump that it had up to 20 cents. I mean, oh wow, that's shameful to say, but that's about 8 or 9 cents where it could, according to the 3-day comeback to. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hours above the 9. That's positive. We're flirting with that 50. We got some struggle here. We got some fighting going on. Losing the 50 moving average wasn't the best move for it. 1 hour is trying to make a comeback though, so we got that in its favor. Okay, so we're going to go with that. I want to chart mostly off of the 4 hour here. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this riffraff noise. So I'm putting a Fibonacci. Let's see, we got a pullback to the 0.5 from there. We pull it from here, it's a 618. And that would be the swing low to swing high for that particular move. I'm cool with that. We got volume, that's good. I like that on the 4 hour. Let's look if we can do this. If we're actually getting a breakout, that's what we need. I want to play it like this. This looks weird as crap, but that gets us up to, yeah, right here at this area, about 28. Where we're expecting some resistance. So I think it's got a chance to pull that off. To actually get that breakout, because it had all the volume there. And the moving averages are lined up nicely in the order they should be. It's just these other two that are, being rambunctious, and they can straighten themselves out. So that's what I'm thinking that we'll probably see there. Because overall, I don't think we haven't broken a major trend line. We actually got to bounce off of it. So that's what I'm seeing right there is a good chance that we're actually going to make it up there. So buying that breakout would be another good possible trade setup. Oh, you got to figure out your own stop losses there. Under the 9's probably good. Or under that 4-hour candle. That's a nice percentage gain. That's almost 100%. That's 95% gains possible there out of AIOZ. 4-hour swing trade possible. I like that. I like that okay. I like that pretty good. I'm gonna make these lines a little less prevalent. That one's good enough to also throw over to the Telegram group there. AIOZ. Is it AI Oz? That would sound cool. AI Oz. Like the Wizard of Oz. 4-hour. Throw that little guy over there. Striggers has been waiting for Vera to take off again. Dang, look like she already taken off. Is that a blow-off top? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for these blow-off tops. The 1 hour doesn't look that. What the? What's all this crap? When did I look at this thing? Oh, way back here apparently. Well, look, that one worked. That's 59% gains and more. It went up to 80% gains from back here. All right. Clearly, I'm not in on this one. I think that's interesting. And did you wicked there too, right? I'm using you as valid. There's no measure of move I can do. You've already hit your targets, dude. We're back in Fib land now. The Fibonacci. You're getting rejected over here at the 3 and 2 Fibonacci. So you may be ranging here for a little bit. But getting past 15.6 will give us 22. I don't even think it'll stop there though. Oh gosh. 40 cents? Wow. So Vera. Get over Vera. Did all that on the 6 hours, come down to the 1 hour and see what she's doing. So laid out her groundwork right there. Now we can kind of look and see if she's still maintaining trend. Looks like she is so far, man, but those moving averages, oh gosh. So this is the trend line. If this trend line breaks, it's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. We don't want to see that trend line break. If it break, we could be looking back at about 8 cents. Don't want that to happen. We're at 13 cents now. We'd rather see this one go back up to around 18 or higher. We would like to see this one just continue on up. Elliot is also confused as to whether this is a 3-wave or a 5, or 4-wave or a 5-wave. Or 3-wave, I don't know. Personally, I am seeing something along the lines of that. And depending on if we can get back above the 9 moving average, depends on if we can actually, go back up to the top of that channel somewhere around 20 cents, which I think looks cool. Right now, we just got to see what it's doing here. Nothing bad until the 9 crosses that 21, then it's down. And it would be out of this pattern by the time it does that, so that'd be another sign that it's down. But as long as none of that happens, it's got a good chance of getting a bounce down here. May have to drop a little bit lower at about 12.8, something like that. Joy Stream. Joystream, what are you doing on the 1 hour? Are you losing? What's up with you, Joystream? Oh, did you get lost out bad? What? So we're looking at, what was this? I'm trying to imagine the setup where I would have a buy here. I can see that we're going back to the top of the channel, being a risky one. That was a risky one. Buying in the middle of any of these patterns is a risky one. I always want to buy at the lows, but I can see, okay, bear trap to the upside. We're getting a pullback. So my strategy is I'm always trying to buy at when we're breaking back into one of these trend lines, or at the bottoms of the trend lines, and that lets me put higher stop losses and things like that. Buying at the middle or any kind of pattern in the middle, like even flags and things like that, which is probably what we saw in a smaller time frame. Still looks like a triangle. So this was basically it. When we cross this line, when you lose a trend line, consider it could be over. I just don't remember. I don't remember the details of this trade setup. Anyway, I digress. Let's go. We broke the trend line. We're coming down, and possibly, oh man, 3.9, just under 4 cents. Is that where you're headed for real? Is that what you're doing, Joystream? What you got going on here? You're trying to bounce off the 4 hour on the 200, but all the support's down here. And maybe as low as 3. Wow. No, you can't get a pullback like that. Sure. I mean, you can, but you're not doing that right now, are you? Personally, I think we got a fib thing going on here. Yeah, 618 pull back here. Personally, I think it's going to bounce also. You got a 618 and a 200 moving average corresponding right there. Broke that trend line, but it's given us this unique opportunity to do a one-to-one move, which is still getting us up higher, and that's getting us about 7.4. So I'm going to throw that out there as a possibility. If we got to break out to the upside right now, it's got some work to do though to do that. But that's could be something we see, or we could, it could just come on back down and retest these areas and then work on up. So one of those two. So Joystream just getting a little bit of a correction, a little bit of a pullback. And Moonlight Supernova, hey, welcome to the show. Says, time to bounce or layer in? This one, I mean, I'm still layering in as price does come down. And I think this one's got some potential. So I'm cool with, me personally, I'm buying in as we get lower and lower. It's not so much a trade as more of a midterm hold, or maybe a long-term hold. For me at the moment, so I am trying to get it as low as I can. So my bags are already in profit, and even coming down here, I'm still in profit. So I'm not hurting on that. But I mean, it's different for different people. For a trade, I mean, it's not a good place to jump in now, expecting it to go up. I'm trying to see if it's still coming down lower, which I think that it is, and we're just a little under 4 cents, and then probably bouncing from there. We got Q&T starting to do a little something. It needs to do a whole lot more, in my personal opinion, but hey, getting a bounce off this 200 daily moving average is a good start. 50 is getting ready to cross that, so there you go. Let's zoom out right here. Q&T, this is what we got to see right here. Today is the official day. We got the buy signal, the 50 moving average. That's that blue one right there, crossing over this 200 moving average. That is that yellow one right there. Meaning, hey baby, I'm ready to rock and roll now. I'm ready to make some serious moves from here on out. And by golly, I think she's trying to, because she got some volume going on right there, you know. First target I'm going to look at is just a simple measure move from this breakout area, taking us up to about $131 for QNT. So look over here, you can see that channel making a possible bear flaggio right there. Great thing with us being above that 200 moving average is that we can definitely get more upside, but also don't forget where we came from, which was a kind of a falling wedge type pattern there, a triangular pattern, if you will. We can also take a little bit of a measure move from there. Gives us a nice, juicier target to look at. I'm going to put about right here, about $195. But wait, there is more. We don't have to stop just there. We can also pull a Fibonacci retracement from our swing high all the way down to this juicy swing low. And gosh darn it, wouldn't you know, there's a little bit of confluence right there at that measured move. I'm definitely going to be paying attention to this guy right here. That tells me that there's a little bit better chance for that guy to hit. Not only will I be looking at that area, but on the way up there, I'll probably be eyeballing this 618 Fibonacci area right here at at $173. But as always, I've got to see you get above 118 QNT. I got to see you get above this $118 area, working our way up, hit that measure move at 131, going up to 140, clear that, see what you can do, trade sideways, whatever you got to do, and then move on up to 173 QNT. Can you do that for me? I think it's in your cards. I think it's on the table that you can. I guess it's just a matter of will now, QNT. And I just got to see a little bit more out of you, since you've been staying a stable $100 bills for a long time. QNT, I think you're getting ready. The buy signal's there. The go sign is there. The moving averages. The MACD crossing, all signs are pointing to, hey, QNT is finally deciding to move. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I didn't get to go over all the coins I had to, but hey, that just gives me more to go over tomorrow night. Yay! But I appreciate you for being here, and if you can,
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
hit that like button, help this reach a lot more people, because there's just not enough people that know the Road Dog. Road Dog, don't break it. All right, appreciate you for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Have a blessed night, and God bless you all. A little God in your life does a lot. Doesn't help me find buttons that easy, though.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog.
I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wife